Tuesday. Good morning. My monitoring machine just turned itself off. So I'm going to have to give it a second, and I'm going to switch to another machine that I have ready. It's been a morning already. Give me a second. And I'll come back. Okay, sorry about that. It's going to beep and complain about. I'm going to show you this in a second. It's going to beep and complain for its. Technology is great. It's still Tuesday, June 28th, 2022. My name is still Terry Morgan, and we are still here to practice Xingyi. We have Xingyi's 12 Animals. This is the last week of those classes. I'm reviewing what we've been doing, as well as adding just a little bit more options, I guess is a good way to say it, for individual practice, so that in practice one, you don't have to know all 12 in order to practice one. You can do one at a time, and in fact there are 12 individual animal forms that go with the 12 animals linking form that we've been working on. Well, I'm going to turn this off. Hang on. All right. As I said, I know what the problem is. I don't know quite how to fix it. It's an old machine with a new video card, a really good video card, and there's a conflict someplace, and it's a problem. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna deal with that. The opportunity, though, is that I could learn something more about my computer system. All right. Back to class. This is new. This is my newsletter that I've been talking about. Something that my hope is will accelerate and enhance what we're doing here. So, this newsletter is currently, I published it yesterday afternoon. Yay. Took more than I expected, but it's there. On my website, Wudang.com, there's a little icon on the side menu if you're looking at it on a desktop. If you're not, on the menu where it says print, it's under there, first item, as well as being the first item on that page. I'll put a more visible download link. It is available for download. This is currently free. I guess my intent is to try and keep it free. So there's that. there's some other things that I'm going to do with it, and I'm going to mention that right now, that I have quite a bit of material. I do. I have collected it over the years. I have created quite a bit of it myself. There is material that I created as a part of what I was trying to do in translating some of Professor Liu's work. There's stuff that I haven't translated yet. I haven't tried. And just as with these classes and my teaching, there are things that I haven't gotten to yet. I haven't gotten there yet. There's more. There's more. All right, that sense of what do I do with it? You know, I put it on a blog. All right, yeah. Whenever I get to it, I'll go blog something. Whenever I get to it, I find a way to not. It's even when I think about collecting those thoughts and what I'm doing with that, it's not quite there. Write some posts and put it on the website. Yeah, I could. There's the drive. What drives that? This is part of it. We're going to practice as well. All right, what drives that? What am I going to do? What am I actually going to do? What will get me to do it? What do I need? I need to turn this other monitor off here because it's telling me no signal. All right, what do I need? Well, I need a couple of things. One, I need a way to collect, a method, a vehicle to collect what I've got and put it into some kind of form. What works? Well, I have material for several books. Quite several, actually. I do. I have quite a few books. And some that I haven't written yet. So, here's what I have on hand. All I have to do is collect it and put it into form. And then there's the ones that I haven't written yet. And there's just that struggle. I've got this and I've got that and I've got this over here and I had to work. It's same for this practice. It's the same struggle that we go through when we're trying to learn a new form. I want to learn the entire form. I want the Xingyi 12 Animals linking form. I want to learn it. How do I put the pieces together? How do I collect all the pieces so that I can put them into some kind of an integrated whole? A whole form. How do I, right? You can get started. I came up with this. And I think it's going to work. I actually think it's going to work. The idea is that I'm going to be bringing in, as I've already done, okay, and those of you who are interested in Qigong, the first two sets of Qigong are in this issue with pictures. The old ones that I have from Professor Liu and some that I took yesterday, literally yesterday, in this room. All right, so it's the basic idea I'm going to start pulling some of this material out of my archives, collecting it, putting it together, bringing it into presentation form. If it's something that has already been and can be reprinted, I'll do that. That's what I'm doing right now. I intend to work on the English translation so that it's smoother and a little more nuanced, I guess is a good way to say it. It's my translation, so I'll stand behind it, if mistakes and all. If there are, wherever there was an issue, I tried to footnote it, I made notes about it, I did this, I did that. I went back and forth with Professor Liu, with myself, with 20 dictionaries and different people. What does this mean? How do I translate it? What's a good translation for this concept? How did somebody else translate it? So I'll stand by it. There are materials that I have not translated. I expect to. I intended to, and while I can, I plan to do that. So the 2-page newsletter that was going to have some few little announcements and things, it turned into a 14-page newsletter, which is likely going to double, at least. I have a lot. I really do have a lot of material. So this it's kind of a big deal for me to start this. I have been looking for a vehicle for practice or flanking form. Business class, a vehicle for how can I bring all of this material, some of it from years ago, into today's computer formats, the technology thing, right? Today's computer formats, and put it into something that looks nice, that people can have today. You can have this today. It's on. It's up and running. It's out there, right? It's there. Published it yesterday. You can have it right now. It's free. How do I make that happen over and over again? I can make it happen. I know how to do the work. I can make that happen. How do I keep that going? What can I do with it, right? As I start bringing this material in, and this material, and this material, now I have it all collected, and the next step after that is to bring it together in another book. All right, so collecting the material for the book, bringing it all together, updating it so that it's in current format, which is a big deal for some of the Chinese. I'm going to tell you, I did some calisthenics to get the Chinese from the format that it was created in to today's format. Once it's here, it's okay, but getting it here has been, I've got old files. That effort, bringing those old files up to date, pulling it all together, is part of what I'm doing with this newsletter. So my intention is that yes, it's going to expand, and that some of these materials, as I bring them together and bring them into the new formats, will enable me to create and recreate some of our books. Right? We have Wudang Tai Chi in Chinese. I've not translated it. It's available. With pictures. It's available. I've not translated it. It's not available in English. It's only in Chinese. The Qigong book. I've not updated the translation, but the translation is there, and I've updated the pictures. Right? So there's two different sets of pictures to look at. And something that I didn't mention, which is part of what I intended to do, and I've talked about it in this class. And I'm going to be done talking here in just a second. Thank you for being patient with me. In the newsletter, there are two pictures that look blurry. That's intentional. Those two pictures show two different movements. What happens during that movement is visible with that overlay. Okay? So I'm in this position, I'm going to this position. With that overlay, it's easy to see it. I talked about this idea of doing the drawings as an overlay to show the direction where things are, how we're moving. I'm going to be doing that in some fashion with this newsletter. As I expand, this is Xingyi, Bagua, Tai Chi. It's all going to be there. It's just getting started. So, another journey, I guess. I really do want this idea of bringing these materials together, collecting them, and having that archive be available. This book, this encyclopedia that has, open this up a little bit. All right, this encyclopedia, right? And there's lots of stuff in here. All right, this is Who's Who, right? I tagged this for a reason. This guy here, right? This guy. Much younger version than when I met him. That's Professor Liu. Liu Zhang. So, and he wrote, not only did they write about him, his biography there, he wrote several sections in that encyclopedia. I don't know that I don't have the history that the Shaolin Temple does. I don't. But maybe one of those books to collect all of the things that I've collected, to have a little anthology of the internal martial arts that looks sort of like that and has some of this material that I'm working on right now. I'd be very happy with that. I would. That'd be nice. I'd like that. All right. So it's good to have goals, right? This is Xingyi class. Right? Part of what I'm doing. So I'm looking at the books over here, and I'm looking at the newsletter up over here, and in the current one, I featured Qigong. It was ready, I had it, it went. Right? There's a part of, this is going out the door today, that is the same kind of determination that I bring to my practice. I'm going to make this happen. What do I need? How do I need to do it? I'm going to make it happen. What's it going to take? Right? Well, I need this and this and this, and then I need this, and I got this and this, right? That same list. Do I have a good stance? Where are my feet? How about my arms? Where's my shoulders? Right? Grip just a little bit, pull up through the foot, toes down, heel down, arch of the foot up. Grip, pull up through the torso, right? Through the abs, through the back, through the butt. Pull it all up. This comes up. Connect and hold. This comes down. This all holds. Through the waist. Keep the waist open. This pulls up. This pulls up. This stays open. Right? Wiggle fingers. Shoulders down. Pull up through the crown of the head. It's a list. What are the things to pay attention to for this? And we pay attention to all of them. Hand circle to the front. Bend the knees. Back around. Up along the center line. And reach out. Bend the knees. Open the waist. Reach out through the back. Stretch the back. Open the hips. Roll up. And again. Relax through the back, relax the breath. Stretch out, keep the shoulders down even as you reach the arms out. Open the shoulders. That lets you extend the arms more. Pull the shoulders down and open them. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. All right, so I'm finished my thought here, and we're going to keep going. Here's the checklist. Here's what I'm going to have. Here's what I want to have. Here's what needs to go in. Here's what I can live with. Here's what I'm going to fix. This has to be done. This doesn't. It's going out the door. That determination for the newsletter. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to make it happen. I've got a plan, and I'm pretty sure I can make it work. Right? I'm in practice. I know what I'm supposed to practice. I've got a plan, what I'm going to practice today, how I'm going to practice today. Now I need to make it work. There's not that much difference in what we're actively doing. That, and I'm going to use this, and because it's what this is in fact is. We're paying attention to what goes behind, right? What went behind my being able to get that done yesterday? What goes behind being able to come to class every day and practice? What is that motivation? What is that sense of purpose? And what is it that drives that? And I don't want to sound. The word is meta. Okay, that meta level, the level above, where it's not, I'm going to check the spelling, I'm going to check the placement, I'm going to check the pictures, I'm going to check the time, I'm going to check how, is there typos, I'm going to check the way that things look, I'm going to check, did I have some extra text, something like that. I'm going to check the visuals as well as the language for the newsletter. I've also need to check, do I have all of the copyright information on there? Do I have the business information there? What do I have? Blah, blah, blah. I go through a long list of things that should be there that weren't there when I originally created it and printed the first copy. And I went back and I looked at it again. And I went back and I looked at it again. And I went back and I looked at it again. And I kept going. And I kept going. And right up until the time that I sent it out, I was still going and looking at things that could be better. That idea, I'm going to start with something, and I'm going to go with something, and I'm going to keep working on it, and I'm going to keep working on it, I'm going to keep working on it, and I'm going to keep working on it until I'm ready to stop for now, because I can keep working on it forever. Keep working on it. Now practicing now. Writing newsletter over here. That same level. That same idea. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try again, and I'm going to keep looking at it, and I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to see, can I make it better? Is there more detail that I need to add? More detail in my movement. Just did something with my hand, right? Is there more detail I need to add? Is there something that I should have included but didn't? What did I leave out? That's harder to find than what you put in, right? You can look in the mirror and you can see what you're doing. You can make corrections. What did I leave out? What is the form for a newsletter? What does this look like? Standard stuff. Little this, little that. You got the columns here. You got this. What does Xingyi look like? Talk about that all the time. What does this form look like? What should this form look like? It shouldn't look like Tai Chi. It shouldn't look like Bagua. It shouldn't look like Liuhababa. It should look like Xingyi. What does Xingyi look like? Prompt, sudden, complete. Every movement has strength, precision, clarity, and we're going, right? That practice carries over into other things that we do. If we focus on only what we're doing with this particular art, and I'm going to punch this, and I'm going to bang this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to kick. That's it. That's not the art. That doesn't carry to internal workmanship. That internal workmanship, being mindful of what we're doing, how we do things, what we're doing in the movement, how we extend through the movement, and that quality of being human that we must bring to whatever we're doing. Otherwise, it's just empty. There's no, where's the art? What does this movement versus that movement? How do I develop that skill with this movement? that same, I'm going to start, then I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to work on it, 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 I'm going to keep working on it. And each time I work on it, I see something else. I'm able to pay attention to something else that gives me an insight, that gives me some ability to see more in that movement. It can be the physical part of a movement that we see more. There's my hand. Let me put it there. See the difference? What I might do with my hand in this position, what I might do with my hand in this position are two completely different things. A little bit. Not that much, that's not that big a difference. Being able to see it, being able to understand that, yeah, this does matter. Bring it up over here. Here? Here. That little bit of difference. Palm open, so the laogong is open, right? As I extend outward. If I'm here, which we're going to do in just a minute, the idea is different. The intent behind is different. This is not this, right? As we pay attention to these details, we go back over. The first time you see this, right? Second time, you see this. That detail doesn't show up at first. We're paying attention to the broader picture, the bigger picture of the movement. That refinement, step by step, as we go through that process, it's not just for this. You can apply it to anything and everything that you do. That skill, that insight, being able to see that application. This skill applies to this practice. This skill applies over here as well. All right, Santi Bull. Pay attention. 60 seconds each side. Pay it to we're gonna get ready here. Get ready. Get yourself ready because I'm just going to step into it. Be ready that you're going to hit the position that you need to be in. Sink the breath. Open the back. Focus on the physical shape. What's your body part supposed to look like? What's that shape supposed to be? If you were to draw a stick figure, what does that shape look like? Ready? Right foot back, left foot front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Step back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. And relax. All right, we have yesterday. I took horse out of the form, and we worked a little bit on what we're doing here, the way to move, and the idea that the weight was just a little bit different. Okay? We have another set that I'm going to pull out of the form. Tiger. Notice my hands. Two methods. The heel and the fingers. It's available. Depends. There are opportunities. All right, so the stepping method is standard Xingyi. So step, step close, 40% on the front, 60% on the back. As we step out, pull up. Don't think as much about grabbing as extending, but the hands are just like I was showing just a minute ago, right? No? Yes. Let me see. Yeah. No? Yes. Not a lot. Not a lot. Just enough to pull back and open the lagon here. So it's not stiff. It's a little bit of a curve to the hand. A little bit of a curve to the thumb. Not this. No. Just a little. It should feel different, right? If I push here, I feel it across the metacarpal. If I, is that right? Somebody, y'all probably gonna correct me on what the name of this is. All right, this ridge of bones right here. If my palm is flat, this feels flat. This little bit of a curve, and it goes thud, not, right? That difference is what we want. All right, so if I just stand here and step out, that's it. Big cat. Tiger is a big cat. This idea that there are claws, well, yeah, not really, but I could. That is an opportunity for some folks. If you've got the really long nails, if you got the really long nails, you got to be careful with that because it'll pull your fingers off. But it will. It hurts. All right, but if it's short enough, yeah, dig in. The applications, the idea as we step in and pull down. Set. Both hands circle, step out to the other side. This has the idea of pong. I just showed there's an opportunity here. Alright, this, as I step out, what I want to pay attention to is the direction of force from here out. Grab could come next, maybe. I want that outward sense. All right. Let's do this. I'll face this way. Step out to the right. Both hands over. Step. Step out to the left. And to the right again. To the left. Right. Notice that my back foot is moving. At step, step, close, and again. 2 more. Pull down as you step. Last time. All right. Next one is push out. All right. I'm going to turn around and do this again. All right. Step out to the right, push out. Bring it back, step out to the left. Again, notice the step. Step, close. Hands circle in, push out with the step. Hands go with the front foot. Again. And one more. Now I'll do it again. There we go. All right, relax. Put it together. I don't have enough room to go that way. So, step out to the right, hands over, to left, under. Come back, right side, and just circle around to come down. All right? Feet about shoulder width apart. Ready, step out to the right. Circle. Come around. Circle. Come around. Again. To the right. To the left. To the right. And the left. All right. As we turn, right? This pull down and out. Let's do this a couple of times. Just that one. On the 45. Ready? Go to the right first. Both hands come up. Step out. Both hands down. Step out again. And down. Step out again. Come down. Step out again. This. Pull in. Step out. We can go a little bit faster. Open up the step, move a little bit quicker. It's the same move. We just go. That Connection, big circle, right? Stepping method, step, close, right? Standard Xingyi stepping method. What I've done when I move faster is I open up my step. So it's not here, it's here. Part of it is using the movement to carry. Part of it is my intent to move more quickly and to open up my stance as I do that. All right. This one, both sides. We start to the left. Step, circle at the hip, out again, and again. Hands with the front foot. Step to the left, step to the right. Left, right. One more. To the left, right, left, right. All right, that, everything goes with the front foot. Notice that the back foot closes, right? Each time we pay attention to where we end up, how well we're placed. All right, this practice, take some movement out of the form, practice it independently, put it back in. Gives us not only what we just practiced, but everything adjacent to it and everything similar to it. That meta thing up here, right? Working on my waist and upper body coordination. Work on my stepping method. Right? Each of these pieces, now when we put them back into the form, form is more solid. The form is better placed. And if you noticed, I stopped when I decided to. Did. All right. Getting the error message this morning, and I'm just about finished with this class. We have one more of the Xingyi classes, this series. One more tomorrow. I'm going to work on the technology a little bit more today. We have, and then we're going to start Bagua. All right, beginning of July, which is almost here. This time slot, 7 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, will become Bagua. I'm going to start slowly, and we'll go through a few of the fundamentals as well as some additional body conditioning exercises so that we're better able to, we being me, better able to do the movements that we want to do. Thursday and Friday will remain Qigong, and the newsletter, go get a copy, tell me what you think, message me, and encourage me. Encouragement is good. Donations are good as well. I'm happy to take a QR code on the newsletter. You can scan that. If you want to make a donation, you can. The idea, though, is that I want to set it up so that I can continue to produce this class and add to it. Quite a lot, actually, over the next couple of years. So I appreciate you being here this morning. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow.